Mr. Hoppy here with AbqBeerTv, first webisode going into O'Neill's Pub for the Sierra Nevada Beer Camp takeover. So what's your favorite beer out of the beer camp beers and why?
That's a tough question. It's like asking what your favorite pet is. But I do like the Albuquerque Belgian Pale. I love Belgian beers, and I work for Sierra Nevada. I love the ale. So that's my favorite.
And how about the most unique out of the beer camp beers and why you think it's the most unique beer?
A lot of unique beers. I think the Asheville Brewers Association is probably the most unique. They brewed a Scottish style ale. Because of the Scottish descent in North Carolina, and they actually threw some sweet potatoes in there, which is very well known for North Carolina. And it's been a great response on that beer. A lot of people thought that they were a little worried about that, but it's been very.
So tell me about the beer camp beers and which one was your favorite?
My favorite is the Firestone Walker Hoppy Pilsner.
Excellent. That was my favorite as well. Well, I've only tried the first flight. I didn't get to the second
Yeah, I
yet.
haven't done the second flight.
So why is that one your favorite?
It's light, it's crisp, but it's got good hop flavor and aroma. So a fan of that. I haven't tried the Russian River Belgian style a lot, but I've heard that one's good as well.
Well, thank you. So tell me about the beers you drank and which ones you liked.
Well, so far I've had the Tropical Maibach and the Hoppy Pilsner. I'm really digging the Tropical Maibach. That had a really nice, subtle little fruitiness to it.
Okay.
But the beer flavor really came through quite well, and it wasn't overwhelming at all. Only two out of 6 done so far. This Imperial Dark Ale right here looks very good, and I'm pretty excited to try that one. But I'm gonna save that for the end, I think.
So far, what's your number one out of the ones you've tried?
Definitely the Tropical Maibach. But I'll have to update that a little later, I think.
Yeah, I'll come back. Thank you. So which one of these beers do you like best?
Well, I've only had one. We're starting with the Maibach, the Tropical. It's pretty good. It's got a nice fruity finish, but not overly fruity. And I think I'm going to switch up to the Electric Ray from Ballast Point out in San Diego next. It's supposed to be a hoppier grapefruit IPA with a nice dry finish.
How are you doing today?
Good.
So tell me, out of the flight you have there, which one is your current favorite?
I'm loving the Cigar City Tropical Maibach.
And why is that one your favorite?
Well, I love Maibachs, and I love Cigar City. It's also just nice and refreshing and tropical flavor. It's really hot out today, so.
Excellent. Thank you. And how about you? Have you taken a sip of any of these yet?
I've had it before. It's probably my favorite out of the beer camp. It's hard to pick, but it's the most unique and probably, I don't know, yeah, refreshing. It's really hot.
So in total, I'm still a big fan of the Tropical Maibach. I think the Maibach actually was a very good beer also. Drinking the English style bitter right now, which is pretty tasty. I don't know if I really have a favorite out of all these. Belgian style blonde, very good. Yeah, and the tropical Maybach, I keep going back to that one. So I think I'm going to call that my favorite, despite being the first one I tried. Get the sample pack, see what you can do.
So what did you think of the beer camp beers?
Most of them are delicious, really. I haven't had any that I disliked at all.
Which one was your favorite?
So far, the milk stout.
Milk stout? And why was that?
Just with the creamy and smooth. It's just really good. Really robust flavor. It's nice.
Which one didn't you like?
This one was a little too fruity for me. Tropical Malbec. Malbec. A little bit too much for me.
How are your beers, the beer camp beers?
They're good. I think the Maybach from Cigar City was one of my favorites, and Ninkasi Stout and the Bell's Dark Ale. Those were my three favorites.
Excellent. Why did you like those three particularly?
I like things that are a little more exotic, which is what I got from this one. And the reason I really like these two, the Dark Ale and the Stout, was because I'm a dark beer fan. So they really appeal to my taste. I'm not a big fan of the Belgians because I usually like more intense Belgians, and these are kind of on the lighter side. So, not my thing. They're still good, but yeah, these three are my favorites. But I like all of them.
If you had to pick only one, which one's it going to be?
When I had them in the bottle, it was the Bells. But now that I've had them on tap, I'll say the Ninkasi Coffee Milk Stout's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Favorite on draft, the Bells is my favorite out of the bottles.
Thank you.
Beer camp.
Hell yeah, beer camp.
Proof the beer gods love us.
And I love the beer gods.
What was your guys' favorite?
I actually like Scottish House, so one of my favorites. But I do like the Cigar City Tropical Ale. Love that too. I love them all. 3, 4, set it out.
How about you?
Tell you what, actually I like every single one of them. I'm gonna go with this one right here because this is the beer that I like the best.
So tell me about beer camp and what was your favorite beer?
They were all incredibly delicious. I do have to say though, I am partial to the Russian River and the New Glarus, since New Glarus is so hard to find outside of Wisconsin. But it was great.
Yeah, the best part for me was drinking all the beers that you can't get in New Mexico because whenever we travel, we get beers that we can't get in New Mexico because of the laws here. It's difficult.
A little bit of red tape.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little.
So was there any you guys didn't like?
No, I pretty much like beer. So
What was the consensus? If we can only buy one, what's it going to be?
I'd probably go with the Imperial Stout. That's pretty much a good standard for me.
I think Ninkasi double latte.
I think I'd probably actually go with Russian River and Belgian style.
They're all very good. We're excited to be here.
I would buy all of them anyway.
And you did?
So what do you think of the Sierra Nevada beer camp?
I'd say overall very good. There was only two that I wasn't a fan of, but I'm not a fan of those style beers anyway. So no matter who makes it, I'm not going to like it. But overall, I'd say definitely 9 out of 10.
Which ones were your favorites?
I'm a stout guy, a dark guy, and a Scottish ale guy. I wasn't a huge fan of the stout because it's got a little bit too much coffee, but stout's a stout, so I'll drink them either way.
Excellent. And the winner is, for me anyway, Ballast Point Indian Pale Lager, closest to an IPA. Nice and light, nice head, nice color, good flavor, not too hoppy, not too thick, good drinkable beer.
This is really good dark beer. Really good dark beer. I would drink this after a bad date.
What kind of bad dates make you want to drink that?
If you go on a date and he was a cheap ass, so
gonna record these.
Okay. You wanna get that, okay? If you go on this date and it's like it doesn't go very good, you get this beer because it gets you drunk faster because it's darker. That's what I perceive it. Okay. Let me go to this live one now. Oh, this is good. This is the kind of beer that you go with your girlfriends, you sit by a pool and you just enjoy yourself. Okay, you can have multiple, but you might get drunk after a couple. I like this one. Let me taste this one. This is the... I don't like English people very much.
What about the beer though?
Oh, this is great. This is my favorite right here. It's smooth and it just
It's like the South Park videos before everyone they say, oh, this is my favorite.
I like this one. I'm gonna put this one right here because this is my favorite right now. Why don't I have beer there? Oh fuck. This one's good too.
Cheers!